What's going on, everybody? Hello, Milwaukee. It is freezing cold out, but welcome to another edition of the Writers Room presented by Breaking and Entering. I'm Alan Hallis, and I am joined, as always, by my River West counterpart, host of the Mr. Nice Guy podcast, Booker from Mr. Nice Guy Presents, PR, just a good guy, just an all around good guy, and, Milwaukee music's biggest fan, Mr. Ben Slowey.
Hi,
Beard
Alan.
aficionado, Ben
Okay.
Slowey. Okay. Too much? Too
All
much?
right. Oh, don't make me come at you. Up and coming producer.
Oh, yeah. I'll take
Remember?
that.
Remember when I found your Bandcamp?
I remember.
Yeah,
It's still out
yeah.
there. Look, for 2008 or 2009 or whenever it was, I had some fire. And then I
I
couldn't
bet you.
keep up with, the great beat makers of Milwaukee, and so I quit. So
Yeah,
there's that.
yeah. Well, hey, point is, we've you and I have dabbled in various activities um across the net. To appreciate Milwaukee music. But I digress. Good to be here. Yes, it is freezing cold. I just stepped outside. Had to go grab another case of freezing, like in the 5 minute walk to Pick and Save. So yeah, pretty rough.
Yeah.
What about you? Have you had to leave the house today?
My car has not been cleaned off since there was snow over the weekend, and that is because I am not leaving the fucking house if I don't have to.
Mm.
However, I have a dog that needs to go out a few times a day, and I take him out in the morning. And this morning, he just said no. He literally would not get off the couch, even when I put his little sweater on him. He was freezing cold and said, "Nope, not doing this today." And he didn't
You
go
mean
out at
our
all yesterday. Really, he wouldn't go out. I had to pretty much drag him across, he's got a little handle on his cradle or on his harness. I
you
pretty
mean
much had to
executive producer?
what?
You
Yes,
mean our
executive
executive
producer
producer?
Rafi.
Yeah.
Yes, I had to pretty much take his little handle and walk him out to the street to go out and walk. So yeah, it's been. I've had to walk outside in the 2-degree weather. I have frozen my face off, and so much of my body has gone numb that it is not funny. But
Jeez.
I'm living. Life's good. Now
Yeah.
I'm inside. I got heat, so there's that.
Yeah. I'm still playing Skyrim. I think it's like I've almost been playing for a month now. But I managed to explore like every single. I've like discovered every location on the map.
Sweet.
So that's a pretty big deal. I've been knocking out quests left and right,
There we go.
clearing dungeons and shit. It's been real fun.
Nice.
But I think I might switch games soon. Um, I think I'm kind of I'm not that I'm bored. I think I'm just ready to mix it up a little bit. But
Yeah.
yeah, I haven't been really going outside. Shows aren't really a thing. I have been since we last talked actually. Did go to my first like off the grid winter cabin in the woods
Oh yeah.
up
That's right.
north.
You went up north.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
forgot to even ask about that. I'm sorry. Did you write an album like everybody else does when they go up north? Apparently.
It was tempting to. Um but it was yeah, it was weird not having any service like at all. Like usually at the end of the day, that's kind of my social media time where I'm scrolling. Couldn't do that. So my partner and I just watched DVDs. We haven't
Sweet.
watched DVDs in forever either.
Yeah.
You know?
There's something. I
Yeah.
forgot. I forgot about physical media as I sit behind this wall of physical media. But
Yeah.
the idea of physical DVDs was
Went to
sweet.
the Lake Geneva ice castles this weekend. That was really fun.
I've never
Uh,
been and kind of interested.
you should.
Okay.
Tickets are I think like $30 or something. And yeah, you there's like concession stands. You can get some hot cocoa and then just
Perfect.
walk around your winter wonderland.
Perfect. If there's hot cocoa, I'm involved then. I'm doing it then. So
There you go. Yeah, but uh, we have been covering Milwaukee music through the thick of it, so that
yes,
keeps us busy.
absolutely. It's the best thing to do is to stay inside and watch some music videos, as many people did this morning here on our Twitch channel. Speaking of, shout out to Gracie, who's in our Facebook chat. We played their video recently on the writers' room, and we
We did.
actually they are in our regular rotation as well on Twitch in the mornings. But we're gonna get into some music to kick things off from Shawnee, who many of you may know from the Mid Coast concert series as the organizer of it. He's got a little project as well, and then he's got a video here for Paper Moon. Very lo-fi video, but like intentionally lo-fi. That's not a dig on the quality of it. But I gotta say, like, I have not dug deeply into his music, but um, I like from the Mid Coast event series. Since then, I've seen Shawnee appear at more and more concerts, and I appreciate anybody that's been out to the scene, and now gives back to that, especially with the state of live shows the way they've been. So,
Yeah.
um, hope
So
hope to
yeah,
see
no,
much more Shawnee going forward,
yeah, and the video also gives a good taste of like warmer weather, you know. So
which is
that's
also very very welcome. Yes, anything
yeah.
above fucking what is it, 2 degrees out, something like that. Anything above that is much appreciated. So think of some warmer days. Go to the beach. This is Shawnee with Paper Moon on the writers' room.
The world bends and breaks with the lines on the paper. You're writing her story, and I know it won't be boring. Hope you make it. Sitting here for you until the day we fly up to the I don't know you, but it's like moonlight shining in your eyes. I think it's paper where I write my. I don't know you, but it feels right, almost like we live the past, like moonlight shining in your eyes. I think it's paper where I write my life.
That was Shawnee with Paper Moon here on the writers' room. I almost said breaking and entering radio again. I do it all the time. But speaking of breaking and entering radio and our live stream that we do there, shout out to Briante who is in our Instagram watching right now. I think he's been in every Instagram live that we've been doing, and so I very much appreciate that. So
Oh yeah, shout out to Briante with such a consistency over the last few months, dropping plenty of tunes.
yeah, he just dropped a new track that landed on Breaking and Entering recently, and there's a ton of new music out there. Ben, I know that like we haven't had shows and it sucks, but
Yeah,
I do gotta say
hence why
like
we're back here.
yeah, that's why we're still doing this the way we are. I think we're going on 2 years of doing this soon in like March.
Almost. Yeah,
Yeah, two
yeah,
years of
dude.
doing the show every week or every other week.
Yeah, But yeah, uh, without shows, still plenty to dive into. Um, I, I mean, I like it's not terror. Like even though I miss live music as much as anybody.
Yeah,
Like I have had a lot of time to dive in to a lot of stuff.
for sure.
Like not only just because it's cold out, but also because like of the Omicron surge. We are quarantining and staying home more, and that's a great time to put on new albums, explore new artists.
Yeah,
Dive into all the Milwaukee music coming out. And
yeah,
so in the last
absolutely.
couple of weeks,
Real quick, shout out to Musa Montana, who gave us some nice, kind words on Instagram as well too. He's checking us out right now. So
sick.
shout out to everybody watching wherever you're watching us. We're on breakingandentering.net. We're on Instagram. We're on all of our social media. So shout out to wherever you're watching us.
Oh, yeah. So let's talk about some of the things that have come out in the last 2 weeks here. So as far as albums go, we got a new album from Ace Parker
Yep.
this past week, and put this on the site yesterday. And Ace is killing it. He
Yeah.
really
Speaking
poured his
of
heart
Breaking and
into
Entering
this.
Radio, I just did an interview with him too for Breaking and Entering Radio for, I believe, this week's episode that comes out this Thursday. So, yeah, shout out to 3:17 a.m. is a sick project. And he said he made all of it late at night, which is pretty
Yeah,
cool. So,
yeah, that adds up. But yeah, lots of very personal themes of mental health, broken hearts, vices, you know, uh, the things that keep you up at night.
yeah.
So shout out to Ace Parker with 317. Also, you covered the new Dev Diamond album.
Yeah. I was
So
pleasantly surprised by it. So,
yeah,
and I say that not like I wasn't expecting it to be bad or anything. I was surprised by the sound of it. Um, it leads with a guitar and has like a pop punky kind of sound a little bit, just some of it. But it does delve into like there's elements of hip hop, there's elements of R&B, like there's elements of just straight up contemporary pop music all together in one project. And it's not easy to accomplish that sort of thing without it being very, very disjointed. And it doesn't sound like that. It really does flow from one track to another. Um, and getting to know Dev, I mean, Ben, you introduced me to his music, but getting to know Dev's like personality and his stuff that he's been putting out, uh, he seems like one of those artists that could do just about anything,
yeah,
and really, just succeed at it. So and that
yeah.
so if you haven't checked out that album, go check that album out for sure.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah. I've known Dev for a while now. He we used to work at High Five Studio together. And back then, yeah, like I kind of knew him more as a hip hop artist. But over time, like in the last couple years, he's dropped some really um smooth R&B songs. Um he's definitely he's got a soft side,
Yeah,
this so and but yeah, he's also getting more into like a pop edge. You can tell he's influenced by, you know, whatever feels like good music in the moment to him.
yeah,
So good for him, building such a cohesive and like varied project.
yeah. I've been joined by our executive producer. He just stumbled in here, so he's hanging out now. I don't know. He is also enjoying the cold weather. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that
I can see.
project. Yeah, that project is really good. I can't remember. Did you or I put up the CJ Folds project on Breaking and
That
Entering?
was you. Yeah.
Okay. That's another album very similar to the Dev Diamond record and the first one that we just talked about. Oh my god. Uh,
Ace.
yes, the Ace Parker one. That's another record that I think is really strong. There's a lot of emotional themes in it. And what I was saying that to say that I think that's going to be a lot of the music that we get, at least in the hopefully knock on wood tail end of the pandemic. Uh, is a lot of personal stuff from, because we're still, we're in 2022, but a lot of personal music is like has definitely been written over these past 2 years, where a lot of people are more comfortable with being who they are and being open and being, vulnerable, which
Hmm.
in the realm of hip hop like is like an unheard of thing. But I think that we're gonna get more emotional music coming out of these artists for the next, few months at least, while they burn off the things that they were writing in 2021 and 2020.
Yeah. Well, speaking of vulnerable music, for all the hardcore lovers out there listening, Erase Evolve just dropped a new EP recently. It's 3 songs. Uh, if we're talking flaws, sins, and mistakes, look no further than this melodic hardcore, metalcore type project here. It's our first music in a long time out,
Hmm.
but very cathartic release. So
Yes,
got to check that one out.
I did get to
We
listen to that one. That one, it packs a punch, and I know I say that a lot about the hardcore stuff, but
Yeah,
um, that's very true. It's the best way.
but
It's
every punch is a unique punch.
a unique punch. Yes, yes.
We got a new um, electronic uh, banger from Analog, our good friend
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kalista.
Big shout
Uh,
out to Analog. She's traveled around a lot through her military service, but she was a DJ in the club scene and produced a little bit. And I remember having conversations with her years ago about like, oh, you produce, I produce. Like I used to make stuff on Fruity Loops, and she would mess around with some stuff and taught herself Ableton. And yeah, like all of a sudden now I'm starting to see produced music from Analog, and I am
yeah.
here for it 1,000%. So shout out to her.
Oh, same. Yeah. Like I genuinely did feel like I was in like a 2000s racing game, like listening to that. Like,
Yeah.
Midnight Club had like all like the trance and techno beats. Um, we got new music from Gold Steps. So Alan, you put me onto this band.
Yeah.
They're from Austin originally, I believe.
Correct.
Um, and just relocated to Milwaukee.
Right.
Talk about energetic, exciting music. Like
So
their
as you
latest
know,
song.
yeah, as you know, I'm a there you go. Gracie was in our Instagram saying, "Look at that good boy." Now he's even better. He's chilling now.
Attaboy.
Yeah, Gold Steps. As you know, I'm the pop punk kid that grew up on all that stuff. Definitely
Yeah.
want to go to Vegas for that When We Were Young festival, but we'll see. Um, but Gold Steps remind me of a band that could play that sort of thing, and they kind of sound like to me a combination of like Paramore and like Mayday Parade. If those
Okay.
two
Yeah.
bands were kind of like merged together, they got the new track out featuring Thief Club. I know it's something with Thief
Yeah.
in it. Thief Club, I think
Yeah.
it is. Um, please go check that out if you are an emo kid at heart, or if you grew up through that era and appreciate that music, because Gold Steps are definitely, a band that, and they seem like they're ready to work hard too. They're,
Yeah.
they're playing our show. If we get to have our April and Evening with show at Pabst Brewery, it's going to be Gold Steps and Diet Light, and I am personally
That'll be
looking forward to
exciting.
that one a lot. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
real quick note on some of our. Well, I'll bring that up in the next thing. Don't worry about it.
Sure.
Keep talking about the good music.
Yeah, no problem. A couple more here. For in the experimental scene, Kendraplex released a new album.
Hmm.
2 compositions, both are about 20 minutes long. It's like just a collage of a lot of different techniques of experimental music making. We're talking reel to reel and cassette tape loops, field recordings, electronic beats, some more conventional instruments. But yeah, everything kind of like float, like it's kind of like you're floating through like an amusement park ride that's like taking you into, but super cool project from Kendraplex we got. And then we got a new EP from Loco recently, the Mall EP, for fans of chill wave and down tempo electronica. Go check that out. Cloak dropped Anything for You. Dreamcore is what Cloak describes himself as.
Sure.
Fuzzy.
I'm hardcore about that Dreamcore.
Yeah, very fuzzy, emo, ambient shoegaze type music. So we got that. Experimental release from Space Whaler, the Affirmation record. Very, very meditative relaxation. And of course, we got a ton of music videos from the hip hop scene in the last couple weeks, which you can find on our Instagram.
Yeah. So I wanted to mention that. That's something that we have done. You know, we cover everything, literally everything. There's that whole world of like street rap that lives on YouTube that like we have not even scratched the surface on. If you do a deep dive on it, you're gonna literally find hours and hours of music videos from all over the place. If you follow the videographers, there's a ton. We're gonna do our best, take our best swing at putting out some of the best stuff that comes from that scene. But for every few videos that we put out, there's a bunch more that are just out there in mass, all carrying that Milwaukee like underground sound. I'm hyped for what that sound could do within the next year, especially with the emergence of Lakia and Midwest kind of slap sound in the last few years. Very excited to see what that scene can do. So we're gonna try and do a little bit more of that too this year. So
a good place to start for those watching is T Glazed It's YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Also, Fat Productions is another videographer that does a lot.
De Niro Gang Ray.
Gang Ray.
Gonzalez Visuals, our buddy Roger.
CTM Films, Jose.
CTM Films. Jose dropped a video. He's super dope too. There's been a lot in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. So lots to cut our teeth on.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about a little bit more of that stuff coming up, as well as some show updates and things like that. But in the meantime, we're going to get into our second video this week. It's from Jacob Slade, which is another artist that Ben brought to me, and I am hyped on. He did a song with Social Sig, or did a compilation project with Social Sig. But I am hyped to see his solo stuff as well, and it's going to hit you right in the feels, this next one. Because it is cold and shitty out, and this song will make you feel like it's cold and shitty out. This is Wisconsin by Jacob Slade. Check it out on the Writers Room.
We drink black coffee in the morning. The space in my heart for you is growing. Wisconsin winters leave me frozen, but through my sadness I still know it. I know it's you. It's been you. I know it's you. It's been you. We drink black coffee in the morning. The space in my heart for you is growing. Wisconsin winters leave me frozen, but through my sadness I still know it. I know it's you. It's been you. I know it's you. It's been you. It's been you.
That was Jacob Slade with Wisconsin. Very somber, very calming song, and a nice mellow performance video. That house looks so much like my uncle's that lived in Bayview, so I have to wonder if Jacob lives in Bayview, because many of those houses up and down Howell Avenue and KK and things like that all look very similar like that on the inside. So
Let us know, Jacob.
yeah, let us know what part of town you live in.
Where
because-
do you live?
Yeah, I might just DM him after this and be like, "Yo, dude, saw your video. Where do you live?" And he'll just be like,
Yeah.
what? He'll be like,
You
"Who
just
the hell
really
are
have
you?"
to know.
Yeah.
Um,
That's a solid video though. So thank you for bringing that one to us, Ben.
you bet.
I kind of mentioned this before that last video though. I did want to give everybody an update on some of the live shows that are happening. My dog is just asleep here. It's just happening. But wanted to give everybody an update on the an evening with concert series that we have that's been going on at Best Place at Pabst Brewery. So obviously January didn't happen. We didn't even announce the February show, but that one is going to be rescheduled as well. That is an evening with Weird Storm and Fellow Kinsmen. And I swear to God, I'm gonna make that show happen because the first time that we tried to book those bands, they were supposed to play Aaron Square last summer, and it rained out on us. Downpoured on the stage, had to cancel everything. Then we booked them they were supposed to play the first weekend in February, the first Thursday. Also didn't happen as well. So, damn it, I will make this show happen. Weird Storm and Fellow Kinsmen. Same as the January show, Gorilla Ghost and Spoy was also being rescheduled. I believe we're looking at possibly April for both of those. But check breakingandentering.net for more details. Or actually, Gorilla Ghost is mentioned. That's April 14th. That's already happening. But check breakingandentering.net for more details on those. You can come celebrate Milwaukee Day with us. And I think we'll be ready to go again by March. I'm watching the coronavirus numbers go down. And thankfully, the COVID numbers, I think, have hit their peak, which was an insane high. And now, by the time that we do our next show in March, we should be good, which is going to be an evening with Genesis, Renji, and Nile. So make sure you're there for that one. That'll get announced within the next week or so. So
That'll be a good one to bounce back with.
yeah,
Two very high energy and very versatile hip hop artists.
yeah,
So yeah, known Mr. Nice Guy presents for the time being.
hmm
I'm not gonna book any shows until like it's kind of
safe-ish again.
yeah, clearly like safe, which I want to shoot for March, hopefully.
Yeah,
I was definitely bummed that I was really excited for both this month's show and the following and February's, but
yeah,
it's not the end of the world. The shows will happen. They will
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
I just hope that people are doing their due diligence given
Staying
the
safe.
surge.
yeah, for sure. Staying safe out there. I have to say, once there's a lot of things in the works, so I can't really go into too much detail about it. But once these shows happen, these rescheduled shows happen, if everything falls in line the way that I think it's going to, Breaking and Entering will have a live event essentially every week from mid-April through Summerfest. So that's gonna be a lot of fucking shows. So if
Sick.
you see me and I look like I'm leaning over, I'm falling asleep. So you should make sure that you prop me up and then keep me awake during the show. So
Yeah, man, what a dream. Hey, that's the dream, man.
yeah,
Uh, I mean, that's what we've been kind of like envisioning,
yes,
when, in this whole past year.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's a bummer. So is South by Southwest happening or not?
I have not heard actually, and it's I would be willing to believe that they're not going to happen this year, at least not to the magnitude that they previously had been doing things. Just because it's an international event and so many people come from out of not only out of town but out of the country for it. For reference, NAM, the big music dealership event that happens. All the instrument manufacturers are there. They canceled their January event and they pushed it to June of this year. So maybe we'll get South by Southwest later in the year. I don't know. But I'd say it's highly unlikely that we have it to the full magnitude of what we have. I did, however, start following the Festive Owl, which is an Instagram and Twitter account that's all about festivals. I'm seeing lineups coming out like crazy. So I'm excited for what this year's festival season brings, actually, Ben. Now that you bring it up, I believe Boston Calling just put out theirs. Kid Cudi is on that. There's another one that Kid Cudi is headlining. Billie Eilish is headlining Coachella. Kanye or Ye is headlining Coachella. So like festivals seem to be a full sprint. Everybody's back at it. Of course, that big Vegas when we were young Warp Tour reboot sort of thing.
Yeah, what the hell is that about? 20-minute sets? Like,
Allegedly, I don't know. I don't know if that's happening the way it's like 63 bands on 3 stages. Which, if you saw the Warp Tour, they used to play 30-minute sets anyway, so it's
yeah,
not too far out of the realm of possibility. Um, but they're adding days to it now. They've got it's like October 22nd, 23rd, and 29th because they just keep selling that thing out because everybody my age now has disposable income. Is basically what it's the long play. All those
yeah.
years of giving out $5 stick or $5 CDs is now coming back to us.
Feels a little oversaturated.
Yep,
It's a lot,
it's a lot of
but
music.
yeah, leave it to Live Nation to oversaturate things.
Yes.
But yeah, but yeah, man. What was I gonna say? Well, another lineup you actually didn't mention is, of course, Diet Light is is playing. What is that? Summerfest with
Yes.
like hot dog water or something.
So if you guys haven't seen, our buddies in Diet Light posted that they were playing Summerfest this year on their Instagram. They have not gotten the official confirmation on that sort of thing. It's a mock lineup and it's hilarious. If you need a laugh, just go look at it on their Instagram. It's hilarious for real.
One of the performers is a cat.
Yes, there's a cat. There's Bono. There's a lot of like cryptic shit in there. There's Bono is on there twice. One is Bono and then Bono again. It's like, um, there is like 5 different versions of like Chad and Ched and Chud. Like,
Dude,
what else did I see on there? Some really fucked up ones like the ways that there was some singer that died in a plane crash and it's like that person's plane. Like,
oh Jesus Christ.
yeah,
Those guys are unhinged.
If you need a laugh, check out Diet Light's Instagram because you know what? Big day for those guys. It was hilarious.
Styx is on. What else?
That's not even one of the ironic ones. They probably will play Summerfest.
The Hop is
Oh
performing.
yeah, the Hop is performing. That's a DJ set, I believe.
Yeah. Gigi Allen's Ghost.
Yep, Gigi Allen, Dead Punker.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some cryptic shit on there, but it's a hilarious.
I'll be there.
Yeah,
I'll
I
be
mean,
at that. I'll
sounds
be
great.
at that fest.
I will be at Summerfest this year too, all 3 weekends of it. So shout out to that. That's kind of what I wanted to say too. Is we're at the point where we're starting to be on like lineup watch for Summerfest because it is going to happen in June and July this year again, and we're having 3 weekends now. And if any of the big names that I'm seeing playing all of these other festivals make an appearance in Milwaukee, we are set for a pretty good Summerfest. So we will see what happens.
You
Obviously,
know,
nothing has come out yet. Usually around March, April-ish is when we find out. So
it's not a bad idea to do the weekends rather than just like the 2 long weeks.
yes,
Because I think it's a good strategy of like spacing things out, giving people a breather so that like they
yeah,
don't just get sick of walking the grounds
yeah.
like after
For
only like
somebody,
a couple
yeah, for
days.
somebody like me that's out there every day of Summerfest, yeah, 2 weeks can wear on you. And they used to not even take a Monday off in between. So, or 11 days or however long it is. So yeah, I'm a fan of the 3 weekend thing. I will see, the attendance wasn't there last year, and I think that was due to a bunch of different factors. I think this is the version that they're going to have of Summerfest going forward, and I think people will adapt to it, especially the younger generation will grow and like it a lot more. So I'm looking forward to festival season. Again, it's cold out. Let's think about warm thoughts. Let's think, fun stuff. So I'm looking forward to all the different names playing all the big festivals. I can't wait for Lollapalooza again this year. Can't wait for Summerfest this year. Riot Fest is going to happen in Chicago again. And a myriad of other street festivals are finally going to be back in business this season. So, or this summer. So, looking forward to that as well. So, in the meantime, let's get into our third video of the week, our third and final video for this week's show. It's from Joey and the Knives, which, Ben, you didn't interview them, right? No.
No.
But
No.
they just came onto our radar.
Yeah. Yeah. And they are a really exciting new band to watch.
Yeah.
I think, this single and video, I believe, is their first that just came out, I think, just like last month. And it's once again for all those pop punk lovers out there.
That's me, man. Yeah, these guys could play. These guys could fit in on a Warped Tour and do just fine. Not so much When We Were Young festival because they are actively still young. So check it out. It is T2 Calamar's Revenge. An amazing name for a video. This is Joey and the Knives on the Writers' Room.
When you don't deserve congratulations. Whenever I feel comfortable. Whenever you're breaking my heart. Your eyes, avert your gaze. You should be ashamed. Yes, I'm ashamed. I thought I was stronger than this. I thought I was stronger. What's more, I never go through again. to prove anything.
But if you're in control, show me.
I don't have to prove anything. I swear I'm trying, and I'll make up for this all.
No, I'm done and I've heard it all before.
You've changed, and not for the better.
You've chosen yourself.
You've given your answer.
Falling back into
What I can't climb out of again.
being here with you.
I know I was never present,
I'm not saying you.
and now we never speak anymore.
I just think that
You can never think less of me than right now. Your goodwill and second chances, your paragon in human skin. I'm the epitome of misappropriation. I didn't deserve this. I didn't deserve this.
That was Joey and the Knives. Hey, look, the dog's up. Okay, that was Joey and the Knives with with T2 Calamar's Revenge. I'm looking forward to seeing that band, hopefully in a live setting someday. Once we get back to live music, and there's gonna be a lot of interesting stuff from them. I would like to put them on a bill with Gold Steps already because I'm like both of those bands could do amazing things. Them and Honey Creek and Bad Year and all of the. Can we just make the Warp Tour happen?
Yeah, let's do a Milwaukee like
While we're
Um,
still young festival,
yeah.
and we're just
Uh,
gonna do it at the Summerfest parking lot, like they
Yeah.
used to do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we can make that happen. We've got the bands, we've got the venues. The people love emo and pop punk music here, so
And Sad Boy
I'm-
Saturday can DJ. The Sad Boy Saturday guys can DJ.
yeah,
We're getting ahead of ourselves because like if I keep thinking about this, we're gonna make it happen.
we're kind of like spitballing too many ideas in a time where we can't do anything. So
Yes. Very
Yeah.
important to say we cannot do anything at the moment, but lots of exciting things on the way. In the meantime, that is going to wrap us up here for this week of the Writers' Room. Rocky's getting tired and apparently just falling asleep. He needs some dinner, so we're going to wrap things up here. That being said, everybody stay safe out there. Everybody, do what you got to do to get by, and we'll be over this hump again. We'll be out of this damn cold winter soon. And I cannot wait to be back in, outside of venues, waiting for the next band to play. So,
same. Yeah. Well, we'll see you in a couple weeks.
yeah, for sure. We'll see you in a couple weeks. And we'll be back here in a couple weeks as well. Don't forget, if this is your first time watching the show, every other Tuesday on Twitch, as well as all of our social media at breakingandentering.net, we're here. You can find us every single day over at breakingandentering.net. And then find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch. I think that's all of them. We've got a ton of them. If you want to support us monetarily, you can do that and keep this train rolling over at patreon.com/breakingandentering. We got some bonus content that's up there now, but we're going to have even more in the near future. So make sure you go check that out. That is patreon.com/breakingandentering, as low as $5. And you are getting extra Ben and Alan and everything else in the world of Milwaukee music. So that being said, everybody, like I said, stay safe, and we will see you next time here on the Writers' Room.